do this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another episode of Red Wine and Chaos.
Or another episode of Chaos.
Just straight chaos.
Just chaos. It's Lar.
It's Ash. And per usual, we had technical difficulties again today. Between the buzzing.
What was the issue? Do we know?
I don't know. John doesn't. Whenever John comes in here and fixes it.
He just comes in and does it.
He does it and he
doesn't
walks out.
show you.
And then I don't ever know how to fix it. And then he rolls his eyes when I have to come in here or have him come in here and fix it.
Instead of just teaching you how to do it.
Correct.
I mean, listen, I can't even get all that mad because I do that with my kid all the time. It's like, just let me do it. Just let me do it. Don't worry about it. Just
You're taking too long.
No, it's easier if I do it.
But no, he does not typically show me. The only thing he showed me was turning the volume up that one day.
And you still don't do it.
Maybe that's why he doesn't show me.
Yeah. Maybe I should start paying attention.
You know, it'd be nice.
Yeah. Well,
that's okay.
Life. Tough life.
So,
it's spicy today.
It's spicy out today. And it really just like ton of bricks spicy.
Let's talk about how both of our days went. Neither of our air conditionings are working in our vehicles.
Nope.
None of them.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. It's hot. It
was like blowing hot air.
Yeah, it's blowing out like lukewarm air. And, I had a screw in my tire this morning. So I had to go to Bell Tire first thing. I put air in it yesterday. The light came on. And it happened after I left here on Saturday. And I heard when it happened. I heard when the screw went in.
When did it go in?
And then it went when I left here on Saturday. When I was hungover as fuck.
Were you in the neighborhood?
No, driving down the road. I think I had made it out. I had made it out of the drive over here and was going. I was maybe not even half a mile, quarter of a mile down that road over there, and fucking I obviously ran over that screw at that moment in time, and then all of a sudden I just kept hearing, and I was like, "What the fuck is that noise?"
Ugh.
And so, out of my hungover state, we later we went and seen a movie on Saturday night. We went and saw the new Doctor Strange movie. I did rally. I did take a nap after the Boston game, and then I rallied. And we were driving it, and I could still hear it. And I drove it for a couple days. I didn't go anywhere Sunday.
Yes,
I did. I went to my mom's. Yes, I did. I went to my mom's. I went all the way to Reading. The light wasn't on then.
Huh.
Because the light didn't come on after I heard the noise didn't come on. So the screw must have been just straight up in there and was just, sticking in there for a while. But then after I got back, I didn't hear the noise anymore. The noise stopped. But then after I left work yesterday, the light came on. So I put some air in it. I checked it. And it was low. It was only 27 pounds. And then checked both front tires were low. I'm like, what's the chances? Somebody slashing my tires now? What are the chances? Wouldn't be surprised. I have a lot of enemies out here that I never knew I had. And so, no, come to find out, nobody slashed my tires. It was a screw.
Thank God.
And then the other one was labeled a bead leak. What would a bead leak be?
I think that's
where the thing screws
where
up?
the hub where the hubcap
meets the
tire.
Oh.
Yeah. I think.
So there was a bead leak. So I had both of them had to get fixed.
Son of a bitch.
Free of charge.
That's nice.
Because I gave all my shit at Bell Tire, so.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
So that's how my day started. Then it just progressively went downhill from there. And it's hot. My air conditioning doesn't work. I have to get up at fucking 4:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, what time do you fly out?
8 o'clock from Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids.
So I have to leave here at 6.
Ugh.
Yep. So for a less than 48-hour trip, Dallas and back.
Yeah. I feel that way too.
My
day was not as chaotic as yours. Although
what's new?
Having to go into work is kind of like messy.
What the fuck?
'Cause I work from home now. So my struggle is always on Tuesdays. We have a standing meeting at 9:30. Now, as Oliver said in a previous episode, I am the laziest person in the world. And that is no exception when it comes to starting my workday from home. There are some days that I literally, because I just sleep in my underwear, that I roll out of bed, put a robe on, and walk across the hall. I don't even put real clothes on. It's a robe. It's a long robe, and I just put it on and I walk across the hall and I start my workday. But Tuesdays, there's always this debate about, in my head, it's an internal mental debate.
How many hours of sleep do you get a night?
A lot.
What time?
I would say I probably fall asleep between 9 and 9:30 every night.
And you get up at what time? 6?
6 if I have to go into the office.
If not, maybe.
If not, I get up at like 7:15.
Yeah, so sometimes 10 hours.
Yeah. And it's still not enough. I could continue to stay in bed and sleep.
I don't know.
I could I could sleep all day.
Yeah.
All day and have get up to like pee, get a drink of water, and right back to bed.
Just like a dead body.
Yeah. I enjoy it thoroughly.
Nice. I don't think I ever realized that about you till we started doing this podcast.
Yeah.
How much you sleep.
Yeah. I really like it.
And I'm the opposite.
But I have this like internal battle every Tuesday. Like, okay, so if I want to get to work by 8, which is our start time, I have to leave here to drop Oliver off by 7:15 to get to work by 8. Now, do I want to leave? I always have this battle of like, do I want to leave my house at 7:15 or do I want to get in the shower at 7:15, take my work 9:30 meeting here, and then drive into work after the 9:30 every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. And I usually go into it with good intentions of getting to work at 8 o'clock. Because I truly do get so much more work done at work because I'm not distracted with the barking dogs outside or
just being at home.
Yeah, the fact that like laundry needs to be flipped over or Oliver's bathroom smells or I want to just get up and go for a walk because I don't fucking see anybody. Plus the internet's better at work, obviously, because you're like hardwired in. So I always start Tuesdays with good intentions to get to work at 8, and then it never happens. Like ever. So that's how my day started today. And then when I got to work, the internet went out. What a kick in the dick that is.
Gotta go home.
Yeah. I just had walked in the door.
Jesus.
And so it's always just like Tuesdays are just always kind of messy anyway, because then Oliver's has an appointment at 4 and then he has karate at 5. And so it's just kind of like, thank God John typically takes the Tuesday after school activities because it's just a lot. I work 30 minutes from here, and so it takes me 30 minutes to get to Oliver, and then wherever Oliver's appointment at 4 is up by fucking Costco. So then I drive from here to Costco, and then right after that we go to karate. So it's from Costco to Port Shaver and Center. It's just like
all over the place.
All over. It's just a mess. So Tuesdays are always crazy in my household, but not because I have nails in my tire or other random bullshit.
Then I got to work and work just exploded in my face today. So
always,
there's that.
Always fun.
This used to be the season in which I had a little bit of a break and I didn't get one.
It's not that way this year.
It's not that way at all. And I don't know if it's going to be that way ever again in life. It just doesn't feel that way.
So we drink.
So there is no break. There is no downtime. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because I'm not working till midnight every night. Like going to work, coming home, doing what I need to do, and then going back to work till midnight. So I'm not doing that, but that's because I refuse to do that. There's plenty of work to be done. I certainly could. I have enough work to work till midnight, but I refuse to. This time of year. In the wintertime, it's different because it's fucking cold. It doesn't matter. But when it's nice out like this, I'm sorry. I'm going to find balance.
It may be hot. It may be spicy out, but I'm going to still enjoy it.
There's light outside and there's not fucking snow outside.
I mean, amen.
That's that. So, yep. So, because it's spicy, we didn't want to drink spicy hot wine.
Nope.
And not that it's hot, but red wine is spicy.
Yeah.
It warms you.
Yeah, it warms you.
So this
Believe
is
me,
gonna...
I have no problem drinking red wine in the summer.
Sure.
None at all.
Sure.
But usually on the first like super hot day like this,
Yeah.
like my go-to is like a really cold beverage.
I prefer my red wine to look a little bit more like sangria in the summertime.
A little fruity.
A little fruity, a little extra booze in there. You know, it's kind of my favorite type
Put
of
some
red wine
ice
in the
in
summertime.
there.
Some ice, some fruit, and some orange liqueur. And, or some, what do we make? We made it with Hennessy that one time,
We
right?
did.
That was
It's on
good.
YouTube. Check it out.
It is. Go to our YouTube channel. Nobody else does.
Yeah.
Although we had 900 some odd views on that one the other day.
With Mr. Funny Man. What was his name?
Jason Douglas.
Yeah.
Yep, he just had a baby.
He did.
Shout out to Jason.
I don't know if you
and his
listen,
wife.
Jason, but congratulations.
Cutest little thing. Pretty sure his name's David.
Cute.
And he's very cute. And like anything else that Jason Douglas does, he's doing it with an amazing sense of humor. First time dad.
Of course.
So, you know.
Oh, maybe we should bring him on. First
We
time dad.
should do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if he has time.
Yeah.
I know he's very
It
busy.
doesn't have to be now. It
No.
can be
Oh,
in
we'll
6
make a
months
plan.
from now.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit, but
yeah, first time
that
dad.
could be fun.
Yeah, the things they don't tell you from a dad's perspective.
Yeah.
Very cool. That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
We need to ramp up our guest spots anyways.
I know.
Once
But
we
let's
watch
get
the
back
other-
to these
yeah.
not spicy drinks.
Not spicy drinks. So we're doing, Ashley suggested this lovely Topo Chico margarita seltzer.
They're good.
It's tasty. I picked the tropical pineapple flavor.
I have strawberry hibiscus.
And so I don't really know. The flavors are definitely pineapple for me. Maybe a little mango in there. I don't know. Probably not. Doesn't say mango, but it tastes very tropical, much like what it says right on the front. And as far as I'm concerned, it's getting 3 cheers because it's a marg seltzer, which means it's supposed to probably contain tequila. And I like tequila in mixed drinks. I don't love it straight, but I love it in mixed drinks. And this is good and refreshing and perfect for this spicy day. And I'm going to give it 3 cheers.
Same. I'm going with 3 cheers for mine, too. Last night I had the prickly pear one, and that one was really good, too.
One of the best drinks I've ever had was in Louisville, Kentucky. And I think I told you to try it.
You did, and you're going to have
go
to
find
text that to
prickly
me.
pear margarita. I got to figure out where it's at, but I will figure it out before you go, I promise.
Okay.
And, yeah, you got to try it.
So, I will.
What
I'm
kind
excited.
of strawberry hibiscus? That's the one you got?
Yeah.
Is it pretty good?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try mine. There. Oh, there. Reaching. Let me see if I give this 3 cheers. It's pretty good. I like mine better.
I like yours better, too.
Oh. Well. Ashley gets 2 cheers then. I get 3. When it's the first time I've won it all today. Winning.
So, I'm sure it's a super, super surprise, big shocker to all of you that listen. We did not have anything planned for today. But we did do something fun over the weekend. And, in the short amount of time we were doing that, there was a lot of really funny things that came from it.
Yeah.
And so we went on Friday, we went to Detroit and we stayed the night and we went to the Cat Nat show. And them bitches are wild.
They really are. They really are. I absolutely love them. And it's like goals.
Yeah.
Like, because they are the most what's the word I'm looking for? Inhibited?
Unfiltered?
Unfiltered, whatever, yeah.
They have
No
no inhibitions.
Yeah, no inhibitions. Like, unfiltered, raw. Like, when I'm talking no inhibitions, these broads are showing their Spanx. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they brought a sex toy on the stage. And
It was big.
it was hilarious. And there were a number of funny things that came from this trip. So, where do we start? Okay, we had a great time driving up there.
Yeah.
I did have to partake in a little bit of work on the way up there, which was funny in itself. We'll keep that to ourselves as to why. Ashley got a glimpse into my work life, and she's like, eh. And so we get to, and the whole time we're on our way. So when our plan was to meet up with Pam and Mary. So Pam, I'm sure you've heard us talk about Pam before, is Ashley's mom. They're a fucking riot.
Yeah.
Okay, so think of Ashley and I add however many years older they are than us.
Well,
Well,
Pam is 28
yes, Pam
years
is the older
older.
one. Mary made sure to make
Yeah.
that very
Mary's
clear.
13 years younger than Pam.
Yeah. She made that very clear in a
But
number of
somewhere
times.
between 50 and 70
is where they lie.
is
on
where they lie.
spectrum. And Pam is retired, freshly retired.
Yeah.
Mary, I don't believe is though, right? Is she?
No, she's just not working right now.
Right. So,
She might as well be retired, I think.
yep. And so,
Our plan the whole time
Yeah.
was to meet up with them. We were going to go to Detroit. We were going to kind of bar hop around. We were going to leave kind of early-ish in the morning. The original plan was to drop the kids off at school and then basically hit the road.
yep.
Because it's a 2-hour drive from Kalamazoo. And we were going to bar hop with Pam and Mary around Detroit. We were going to go out to dinner, and then they were going to drop us off at the show so we didn't have to take the car.
Yep.
We could leave our car at the hotel, and the hotel shuttle could come pick us back up.
Right.
That was kind of the original plan.
Right.
The whole week leading up, my mom was texting me nonstop. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go to dinner? What time are you going to be here? Mary and I are ready. We
Here's
can't
all the
wait.
options.
We're so excited. She sent me a list of 77,000 restaurants in Detroit that she
whole
has either
list.
wanted to try, has tried, or wants to go back to again. And bars, restaurants and bars. They were ready. They were prepared. They were ready. The day of comes around. I forgot that Oliver had a half day, but I had planned for it because John was going to take the boys for the evening. So
and like 2 days prior to it, I didn't even know LeVar didn't even have school at all that day. Again, me missing. I don't even know.
So Laura forgot that LeVar didn't have school. So we make a whole plan. John's like, fuck it, I'll just take the day off. So John took the whole day off. And I was like, we said, just bring LeVar over whenever.
Yeah, when you get up in the morning and come over and
Come over and we'll leave and LeVar can stay and it'll be fine. So I'm still thinking at this point, while I'm being lazy, because I had the whole Friday off, I still was thinking like, we'll leave probably around 10. Like that was I got up, I got in the shower, 9-ish, leave around 10. Because I knew we were going to stop at the hotel and get ready to go out. Like I knew that was our plan. So I didn't put too much effort into the pre-trip.
Laura was late.
But I was not far behind.
It was like we were going for one day and couldn't fucking decide on what to wear.
We
I
each
texted
brought
Ashley,
like
I'm like,
4
what are you
different
wearing?
outfits.
What are you wearing? Are we going to change? Or what do I dress now? Like, it was fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, oh, and I was sweating while I'm getting ready. Like, for God's sake. So finally, I think I got here at like 11:30. That's when I finally got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we finally get on the road. Probably like noon.
Yeah.
11:30 noon.
Yeah. So the whole time, Pam and Mary are texting me.
Blowing us up.
Have you left yet? When are you leaving?
No, but it was like on Mary's phone, and it was your mom, and she was like speaking Ebonics. She wasn't even speaking in full
text
English.
to talk.
sentence.
She couldn't figure it out.
Couldn't figure it out. It was like, it was the funniest shit, and I'm trying to text while Ashley's driving. It was a mess. It was a whole mess. It was hilarious.
So they were on us to get there. So we call the hotel. That was an interesting phone call. And I was like, hey, we have a reservation there tonight. Can we come? So the hotel that we were staying at doesn't have a parking garage or a parking lot because it's in the middle of downtown. And so we were just going to valet. And I was like, can we valet the car? And he was like, well, do you have a reservation? I was like, yeah, I'm staying at the hotel tonight. And he was like, yeah, you can come valet the car then. I was like, okay, great. I said, do you guys have any early check-ins? And he said, check-ins at 4. I said, I know. Is there any early, like, is there any way that we could check in early? You know? Well, I don't know, but you can leave your bags with us. Finally got to it. And I was like, okay, fine. So we text it to my mom. We get to the hotel. And they had a room ready for us.
We got an upgrade.
And we got a free upgrade.
It's a nice surprise.
To a nice suite.
Beautiful hotel. It was what's the name of it again?
The Athenaeum.
Athenaeum. I couldn't think of that. My brother asked me, and I think I finally got there with it. But the Athenaeum. I can never fucking remember that. Well, the one I'm going to tomorrow in Dallas is called the Anatole. And so I have that in my head, the Hilton Anatole or something, or Anatole something. And so I'm mixing that up with wherever the Athenaeum. Yeah. So like these two A words, I don't know if I can know.
So we get to the Athenaeum, we check in, we drop our bags, and Pam and Mary they said they were on their way, but they weren't texting me back.
They were literally right around the corner.
To say like, yes, we're coming up. No, we're not. Come meet us down here. And so all of a sudden, there's this knock at the door, and it's my mom. Mm-hmm. And she went whole shopping for me and Oliver. I had a lantern, a new beach bag.
The most random shit.
Shorts for Oliver.
A lantern. The lantern was nice, though.
It's cute. It's on my porch. Because it's solar powered.
Make sure I look at it.
So it like lights up at night. It's really pretty. So then we get in the car. My mom pees because she pees every 35 seconds. So we get in the car and we went to, where did we go?
We went to Tommy's.
Tommy's bar. Why don't you tell them what Tommy's bar is like?
One of my new favorite places in Detroit. It is a hole in the wall, fucking greasy spoon, fucking
no windows,
funny smell, cheap, great bar, and bartender, one person in the kitchen, and it's definitely a local spot. They had popcorn, which is always a plus. Probably was a cool place to shoot pool. They did have a pool table in the back, so it was probably a fun spot to shoot pool. They were playing some good music. There was a few people scattered at the bar. It was like randomly, like, what time was it? Like 2 p.m., right? So 1:30,
maybe
2 p.m.
not even, yeah.
And like, we had a great time there. They had fun. Good drinks. She poured strong drinks, cool bartender. And they had great fried mushrooms.
Yeah, their mushrooms were good.
I'm pretty sure all of their food was fire.
I bet.
Those places always have good ass food. But we just want a little snack because we was going to go out to dinner. So we just got a little snack. But the mushrooms were great.
The seating capacity in this bar was 49 people.
Did it really say that?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
I did.
But it's one of those places, like, and Ray's does this all the time too, where it's like, this is the birthday, and like
they cross it
out and put the new number out.
I think the liquor commission gives those to you for free.
They do.
But
and every year, like, Ray's
so
has
much
it
easier
out too, and so it just reminded me of my hometown, you know. But it was I loved it, and that's Pam and Mary's like type of spot, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, we had a great time there. So we spent all of our time there until it was time to go to dinner, but we had to change first because where we were going to dinner was over by the casino where we were headed for the show.
And thank God I changed.
Yeah.
So before we get to that, so we get up to the hotel and they're rushing the shit out of us to get ready and come back down there. We were in the hotel room, for like maybe 15 minutes?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We were rushing.
I mean, we were moving.
Yep.
And so we get down there and we went to this restaurant for dinner called the Peterborough.
Yes, Peter. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Peterborough?
Yeah, Boro.
Oh, I thought it said Bros.
Peterborough.
I thought it was Peterborough.
No, it's the name of the street too, I think. And listen, I don't know how often any of you get to Detroit, and I don't know if any of you who live near there have heard of the Peterborough, but that place is fucking fire.
It was good. It was good. Ashley's dinner was better than mine.
We switched.
She's so nice to me when she switched because mine. So I got this salmon bowl, and the salmon was good, and the veggies were good, but it said sweet potato noodles. So I'm expecting like a zucchini noodle, you know, like a spirally sweet potato made out of sweet potato noodle. I get this bowl, and the noodles in it are like clear. Like,
yeah, they were like those rice noodles.
But they were, I've had rice noodles before, but they were like jellier than rice noodles. I'm a texture person. Threw me all the way off.
Yeah.
And it was spicy.
Yeah, it was spicy.
And
I thought the spice was nice, but that's not your kind of spice.
It's too much spice.
Yeah.
And then I tried Ashley. She's got the chicken lo mein, and the chicken was so good. And it was like shredded almost.
Yeah.
And it was just, it had so much flavor. It was the right amount of salt, which I love, like my soy-based dishes. It was fire.
It was so good.
And they do homemade dumplings there.
They were good.
Those were fire. And then they do some really interesting cocktails. I will say the cocktail wasn't my most favorite part, but it was because of the one I picked.
I really liked my cocktail.
Yeah, you did. And yours was okay. It's not something that I would, but like, I don't like any kind of weird ingredient type cocktails, especially if you're using Asian flavors like maybe ginger or something along the lines, something spicy.
Yeah.
I don't like my cocktails spicy.
Yeah.
I had one jalapeno margarita that I truly enjoyed. Other than that, I didn't really like it. Mine tasted like spiced apple cider.
Yeah, it was like a fall drink.
It was. It was cold, but it was weird.
But for the most part, like my mom had got fried rice and that was really good. The flavor on Mary's beef and broccoli was really good. But we had these stuffed Oreo stuffed donuts for dessert.
I forgot about those.
And they were so, if you've ever been to the fair, like a state fair, so when I was in Dallas a couple years ago, John and I and our friend Juice went to the state fair, the Texas State Fair, and we had fried Oreos. And that's what these tasted like, was like a fried Oreo.
Yeah.
But it had like, it was
Powdery.
warm and it had powdered sugar on top. And
served with Nutella.
Oh my God, they were so good.
Yeah, they were good. They were real good. And then we finally made our way to the show.
We did.
And
Sauced up, ready to go.
fairly sauced, like decently sauced.
Yeah.
Like not like overly sauced, but it had a little buzz.
Yeah.
And we start walking towards the door. We get dropped off. We start walking towards the door of the entrance, and then we just see like this sea of denim.
Denim.
It was all denim jackets.
Everywhere. Every group of females
Had minimally one.
yeah.
Most of them two.
Some of them, there were a couple groups of fours, and all four of them
all
had
four of them,
denim jackets.
Or two women that came together, just two of them, both of them wearing denim.
It was like a legit sea of denim.
And like Ash had on a denim jacket earlier in the day.
I did.
And I was like, oh, thank God you changed. I would have been mortified.
I did. I was not wearing denim to the show.
I didn't.
Thank God.
I was like, the memo. We didn't get it. And I'm okay with it.
It was probably a bunch of like, what do you think the average age was in there?
The average age? 39.
Yeah, I was going to say 38.
39. Yeah, 39 probably. Yeah, because it's not the younger. I don't think the younger like the women
nobody
in their 20s
under 30.
don't really. Definitely probably nobody under 30 probably. But yeah, so I would say like 39, 40. Yeah, would probably be the average age in there. Probably 30. Yeah, high 30s. But so
just a bunch of middle-aged white women in denim jackets.
Yeah, pretty
just
much all
everywhere.
Yeah. And these women. So the moms, if you're not familiar with Cat Nat, it's these two stay-at-home moms. And actually, I wasn't aware, as far as their story is concerned, that they haven't been friends for an overly long period of time. Like, we've been friends for, 10 plus years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11, 12, almost 12 years.
Yeah.
And they've only been friends for, like, a few years. Didn't it start when the pandemic started?
No, a little bit before. That's when their
show
brand
started.
really took off.
But how long have they been friends?
Not super long.
Yeah, they hadn't been friends as long as we have. Not a huge duration of time, I don't think. But so, anyways, they're stay-at-home moms, and they started their brand and their show, and they started like filming crazy ass videos like in the car and stuff like that. And so, and they just blew up because they're like you said, unfiltered, just themselves. They definitely promote a message of, self-love, body positivity, women, like women empowerment, loving on your friend circle, mom, support of all moms and all the things that, we are, right? So,
and I think that's what makes them popular, especially with women our age, is because I feel like we're in this generation of where we don't keep everything that we hate about motherhood
Yeah.
bottled up.
Right.
And so we're starting to push this narrative that like, yeah, we all love being moms, but it's not sunshine and rainbows all the time. Like,
Right. Yeah.
kids wipe shit on the wall.
Right.
And it's funny, and it's okay to laugh about that, and it's okay to use some of those instances and circumstances and to be able to relate to someone else. And like that's kind of like their whole thing, right? As like,
Right.
you're not alone as a mom. Shit is crazy for everybody. Don't let anybody tell you that it's sunshine and rainbows, because it's
Right.
not.
And at the same time, like not losing yourself in the process of being a mom, right?
Yeah.
So it's like having your own self-identity too.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that our age is an interesting age anyways. And our age is very close to their age. We're right around the same age, I believe. That where it's like, we're in this weird stage where you're not in your 20s anymore and you're in your late 30s, but you're not in your 40s yet. And it's like, you still want to be sexy,
Social.
and social, but you have younger kids and you're really tied up in all that they're doing. And you're trying to grow your career. And what does that look like? And well, for us anyways, at least, well, for them too now, because they have a whole fucking, a whole
career.
brand and a career based on what they have built. And, you know, they just do it unapologetically.
Yeah.
And
That's a great word.
yeah, and
for
I think that's why they're so appealing. And it's just
I agree.
It was a really fun atmosphere in there. They're playing all the good music. It was so funny because so I will tell you this, one of the funny things. So the denim. So we walked into a sea of denim. And then there were a lot of bitches that were already, excuse me, bitches. There were a lot of women in there that were already too drunk.
Oh,
And shouldn't have been
I
there.
forgot about
this one lady. Yeah, this one
What
lady.
was her name? Estelle? No.
Susan or something.
Let's call her Susan.
Yeah, let's call her Susan. And this lady,
Oh, Susan.
we're up at the bar, and I walk up to the bar, and she's like, "What can I get for you?" And I said, or what can I get started for you? I was like, "Not any denim." And we laughed, and she just looked at me, and they didn't get it, and I was like, "Oh, sorry." She was
That
probably,
joke didn't track.
yeah, and she was probably like in her early 20s. Like she was like not amused by my old lady joke. And so so we're talking to her, and then all of a sudden this audience, Susan stumbles down behind them down the bar, and they're like, ma'am, you cannot be back here. And she was like, I'm trying to get out. She was fucked up.
And the bartender was like, well, this ain't the way.
This ain't it. You have to go, ma'am. And she was like, and she like was all irritated, and then went back out and went back down to
The
sit
way
in her
she
seat.
came, yeah.
The way she, and they were literally like sitting behind a row behind us, and it's so funny because another lady walks up, and I didn't know she was with her.
I didn't know there was like a whole group of them.
There was a whole group of them. I didn't know they were in the same party. I just heard a woman on the phone that says, "Excuse me, Jonathan, I don't know what Susan took, but she is fucked up. What did she take?"
And she's stomping and she's
stopped and
storming
she's
off
mad as
after
shit.
Susan.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, they're together. Oh, that's Susan's friend. That's Susan's friend, Karen, who is really upset right now. And so Karen went and down was cussing out, you know, Steven or whatever I said his name was. And everybody it was a great start to the show. So we were laughing at that. And then I ended up wearing these shoes that I got.
Oh my God.
I wore these shoes, these fabulous boots that I got a while ago. And they're like, so they're pointy toed. They're like stiletto boots. They come up, you know, over my ankle, probably mid, you know, or, you know, like above my ankle.
Like right above them.
Yeah, right above my ankle. And they lace up, and they're like the color of like a Timberland boot. They're color of like a Tim, maybe a little more rusty orange. Yeah, like a goldy, rusty orange. But then they have like, sparkles. Yeah, sparkles on them. And then
it's like all of the gold glitter in the world threw up all over Laura's shoes.
but it's
in
not
the most beautiful way.
It's not glitter.
But that's what
yeah, but it's
from far
sparkles.
away,
Yes.
that's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
They're very, very pretty.
Yeah, but I caught a lot of heat from them because they had like, when I first got them, they had a strap around them, and then they had this like, it looked like it could carry a cell phone, like a little pocket.
It definitely could carry a cell phone.
Yeah,
or
maybe not
even
a big
maybe
one,
your
but-
cigarettes.
Yeah, like
that
if
we
you-
don't smoke.
Yeah, right. Or your dope or whatever. I don't know. It could carry something. You can put your money in there, I suppose.
It's
your
snapped
dollar
and
bills.
everything.
Yeah. And so I took it off. You could remove it.
Thank
so I took it
God.
off because I got it from a number of my girls. But anyways, I wore those boots, and I swear to God, I've never been spoken to that much ever out in public. Like, never in my life.
Every single person we passed,
Passed.
whether it was at the show walking through the casino, walking through the hotel. The
Our
next
shuttle
morning,
drivers, the next morning, walking through the hotel, didn't even have them on. They were in my bag. And our valet driver was like, those are badass, excuse my language. Like, I have never been
so many
spoken to
people.
out in public.
And finally,
so much.
Laura's
I'm going to
getting
wear them all the time now.
Laura's getting all these compliments about her fucking shoes. And I was like, I know, aren't they great? I don't know what I was thinking, the boring friend. I had on a very conservative pair of closed-toed, block-heeled, nude suede shoes.
As
Heels.
much attention as those shoes brought, we should have been wearing Red Wine and Chaos shirts.
I know.
And we could have fucking gained 800 new listeners in one rip. We could have been walking billboards. I know, like that was. I was like, that was a missed opportunity on our behalf, but that's okay. But as much attention as those shoes got, we
So
could have
much
had all kinds of
attention.
new followers and listeners, and it was crazy. It was just insane. So, anyways, those shoes, they did hurt my fucking feet though, and I absolutely changed them before we hit the bar, which probably was
whole
a
nother.
mistake. Because no, it didn't matter because we were in there with a bunch of 20-year-olds and they wouldn't have seen them anyways.
No.
They would have probably thought they were hideous. So,
I can't believe you don't have a cell phone patch on those.
what's that old lady wearing? Yeah. So we get to the show starts and it's a great. Oh, they start playing. First of all, they start the show. They're trying to get people to dance, and I'm like, oh god. They're like, stand up, everybody's. And me and Ash like, no.
But they started with some bullshit
Started
music.
with some bullshit.
The cha-cha slide.
The cha-cha slide.
Cupid shuffle.
Cupid shuffle. The Macarena.
Oh.
And I was like, this shit better not continue like this. This is all like the old white women anthems. Like, I can't do this.
Because they
And
were playing to the crowd.
They were, but then they did it right.
Yeah,
and
they flipped
came
that
out
switch.
with all the bangers, and it was finally they flipped the switch.
We
It
were
just-
happy.
yeah,
And old
it-
Susan behind us was sleeping.
yeah, old Susan was asleep behind us. Yeah. So that was fun, and they started the show off, and they came out. They did a lot of different stuff, and then there was this, and I think we mentioned it in our last show, in our last episode, that there was an opportunity for us to do a video. If we could figure it out, we could do a video.
Oh, yeah. We did talk about it in our
Yeah,
last
I think
show.
we talked about it. We do this video. They talk about you could be picked to be featured. You can come up on stage. Yeah. Well, to my knowledge,
We did not get
we
it
did
together.
not get it together. Unbeknownst to me, Ashley was working her own magic behind the scenes and was teaching herself how to use the TikTok. And
The TikTok.
And so they start talking about this. They're like, so this is a segment of the show where we honor best friends and da-da-da-da. And I went, oh, well, we fucked up, dropped the ball. You know, and I'm sitting there just waiting to watch all these other videos, and they're talking and they're giving their testimonials, these women, and you can hear people clapping, you know, for each other, or they're like, oh. And then all of a sudden, I hear Ashley's voice say, she's my chosen sister. And then our pictures start flying across the screen. And of course, the one they did pick is where we look really high. And it was the one that we used for our 420 promo. But a couple pictures followed that, but that's the one they led with. And I went, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was so caught off guard. I was buzzed. And I was extremely emotional, and I instantly started bawling. And I don't know why. Like, I was just, because I was so surprised. And so I didn't even hear what the fuck she said other than that phrase. They didn't play the full thing.
No.
And then we didn't get chosen to go up there because, there was another story with a woman that suffered from MS. So that one, when Ashley was like, I really tried to make it sappy and see if we could to scratch the emotional surface. Well, she sent me the video and I listened to it while we were still sitting there. I started crying again. And it was the sweetest, best part of the weekend. It was so, well, second. I mean, right up there. I had two really emotional moments this fucking weekend. These rocks make me cry. These people got me all in my feelings all weekend. Anyways, I cried like a sap. And it was so cool. And even though we didn't get picked, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And Cat Nat, maybe we could just do an episode together.
I mean, call us.
I mean,
Email us.
Maybe we just go on tour with you.
You need an opening act?
Oh, yeah.
Happy to help.
I mean, we can get out there with the strippers.
I can get sloshed too.
Yeah. So I can shake champagne and pour in people's mouths. We have pictures of that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
We pretty much
Yeah.
are already signed up. So
We're there.
the rest of the show was awesome. They did a wardrobe change. It came back out. They brought strippers.
They brought strippers.
They didn't get butt naked.
I mean, we saw their ass.
We did see butt cracks. Yep. We did see some booties.
They were very nice looking men.
They were attractive men. It definitely got the crowd going. There were some lucky women that got pulled up there to get lap dances.
Oh, Miss
from
Anita.
them. Anita got a whole ass lap dance.
A whole lap dance.
And she at first was like, and then she got into it, and I'm so proud of her. She did very well.
Her friends were like, oh, they were so happy. They were
egging
up
it
there
on.
taking pictures.
It was hilarious. It was a great show, though. I mean, it was such a feel-good thing.
Yeah.
It was, and the biggest, reality that Ashley and I had was like, wow, they make a lot of money to act a ass.
Yep.
Goals.
Yep. Yep. I'm in. I'm sold.
Goals,
Somebody
goals.
figure out how to get us there.
They've written a couple of books. We've been talking about writing books.
I know. Well, we need to write that book.
I know.
We've got one in the hopper.
Yeah, there's one
We
in the
aren't big
hopper.
time, but we
We're
got a book
sitting
in the
on it
hopper
for a
between the
second.
two of us.
Yeah, I'm sitting on it for a minute, but it's in the works. I was listening to another podcast today that surrounds that book in the hopper, and I was like, holy shit, I'll fill you in as soon as we get down here. So, anyways, it was so much fun, and then we left, and then we we had to go change our shoes because our feet hurt and we're old.
We stopped at the bar in the hotel.
We stopped at the casino.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Ashley picked out 2 penny machines for us to sit down.
Yep. We came out of the bathroom, and I was like, should we gamble a little? I got $20. Let's gamble a little.
Sure. Yep.
So we picked out 2 penny slots.
Yep. Right next to each other.
Yep.
Sat down. Put 20s in. I put a 20 in.
I put a 20 in.
I think I spun 3 times, and I hit the bonus. On the bonus, I hit the jackpot. The minor jackpot.
Yep.
I won $178.
And I also, about a couple spins later, hit the minor jackpot, and I walked away with like $100.
$100. So between the two of us, damn near $300.
Score.
We were like, cash out.
We're out.
We're out. We're going.
Bye.
That's paying
Bye.
for the rest of our
Bye.
night and
We're
everything
out.
else. We go. We go. We left. We cashed out immediately. I wasn't about to lose that shit. Hell no.
So we catch the shuttle back home, or to the hotel. We stop at the hotel bar, and we had these really, really good drinks. A strawberry something.
Best cocktail tonight.
I agree. It
was so good.
It's a strawberry something. Athena. It was named after, I don't know if it's Athena. It was named after some Greek goddess because Athenium is Greek. If you're at the Athenium, you need to stop at the hotel bar and get this muddled strawberry
deliciousness.
something.
Yeah.
It was so
fantastic.
fucking good.
It was really good.
So then we went back up and changed our shoes. Laura put a pair of sparkly flats on.
From one sparkle to the next.
And I put my
just a ray of sparkles.
beat up stained Chucks back on. And we walked down to Greektown and landed on this, we thought we were landing on this bar called Level 2. We did end up going to Level 2.
We did.
We walked up, and the door guys were like, we need to see your IDs. It makes late 30-somethings very happy when you ask for my ID.
Nothing but feel goods.
I gave no fucks to have to pull my ID out.
Sure.
So we show him our ID, and we're getting ready to walk up because it's level 2, right? So you have to go up the stairs. And he says, are you guys going to the restaurant?
Huh?
We're like, what? I think I said, there's a restaurant?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, it's right here. It's called The Greek. It's really good. And I was like, oh, no, we're going to the bar. He was like, to level 2? I said, yeah. Is that okay? And he was like, oh, yeah. I just thought you were going to the restaurant.
I thought maybe you want to go to the restaurant.
Have fun.
Like, okay, bro.
Have you guys ever watched Knocked Up? Where Katherine Heigl is pregnant and takes her fucking Leslie Mann, the sister, to the bar, and he's like, can't have a bunch of old pregnant bitches running around here. That's what I felt like
Minus the pregnant.
had just happened to us.
Yeah.
Can't have a bunch of old bitches at level 2.
Man.
So we get up there, and then I see why.
It must have been the duster sweater I had on that gave it away. The duster. I changed from my thrifted, adorable, waist-snatching jacket and those sparkly boots to some sparkly loafers and a duster. Gave it away.
With with our crossbodies.
With our crossbody bags on. Gave it away. And our glasses.
Oh, we did. We put our
Both
glasses
of us put
back
our
on.
glasses back on because it was getting late and we couldn't see.
Oh, no
we-
wonder why he asked if we were going to the restaurant.
I didn't put it together until now. So we get up there and we went from the average age of like 39 to the average median age of like 22. Right? So, yeah, so that means really it's like 21 to 23 in there and then us, right? And the gentleman standing next to me.
Who was clearly
Who was a regular.
creepy regular.
Creepy regular. And there was fun people watching in there.
Yep.
We did do a very large fireball shot.
And we did as soon as we walked in.
As soon as we walked in. We had a couple of drinks, watched the basketball game, listened to some decent music.
Yeah, he
They
was
played
playing
pretty
all
good
right music.
And then, I don't know, we were there maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hour and a half.
Maybe hour and a half. Were we there that long? Oh, time went by fast. I don't know.
I think I had like 4 beers.
Damn.
I was either drinking them real fast.
How many drinks did I have?
I don't know.
I don't know. I had a massive headache the next day, so I probably had quite a few as well.
But then we went, so then after the people watching was done and after we watched the creepy regular next to us kind of cut loose a little bit, he unbuttoned his shirt.
He did.
He unbuttoned his shirt and he started to shimmy a little.
His chest hairs were sticking out.
Oh my God, he was so gross. Then we went to the Greek restaurant and had a bite to eat because it would have been
snacks.
even worse had we not.
It'd have been an ugly, ugly morning.
And then we went back and we went to bed.
Mm-hmm. We did. It was a great time, and I was super hungover when I woke up in the morning.
Yeah, I was
Massive
too.
headache.
I came out of it pretty quick, but I was.
I did
hungover.
after we got Starbucks.
Yeah,
I did come out of it after that.
We
But
needed
prior
to
to
stop
that,
for
I was
that.
like, oh boy, this is rough. This is rough. But it was an outstanding time. Then we come home, and John had a whole weekend with the homies.
They did so much fun shit.
They did a car show. They did a free comic book Saturday.
Yeah.
LeVar told me they went to Taco Bell, and he got to have Cinnabon Delights. Only for his girls. He gets them for his boys, too, evidently.
I guess so.
And then I walked into the door to there were 2 lovely, beautiful bouquets of flowers for both of us there for Mother's Day and a card from my son and my guy Red, and I fucking opened it and bawled like a baby. Again, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you guys, what is this? This is sabotage.
But it was just so sweet that like John even
Put that thought into it.
to do that, right?
It was
Like that we
phenomenal.
both had, and they were in, they didn't have water in them, but they were in vases, and they were clearly labeled for each one of us.
And you got daisies because that's your favorite,
Yeah.
and I got these beautiful tropical looking, orange.
He let the kids pick them out,
so I could
and
tell LeVar picked mine because it was all orange and
Yeah.
pretty bright colors. It's typical LeVar, and it was such a beautiful
very
thought.
sweet.
It was so nice, and they're in the vase and sitting on.
Do you know
my
that's that's a decanter?
Is it really?
I told you I use my decanters as vases. So John didn't know any better.
Perfect. Well, I don't have a decanter at home.
Well, now you
so
do.
now
I have another one, so don't worry about it.
No, I had no idea.
It's a decanter.
My just sommelier ass over here had no idea. I just thought it was a really nice, wide-bodied base of the vase.
No, ma'am.
Jesus Christ! Of course, it's a decanter. But it was a wonderful weekend.
It
It
was
was
a great
much
weekend.
needed. It had been so long since Ashley and I had even just spent some quality time together like that, which we got in, and we got in some great conversation and just enjoyed ourselves and got away and laughed. And obviously I cried. Ashley didn't cry. I cried. My eyes out twice. And it was one for the books. It was a great time.
I think the moral is, right? Let's ride that cat and nat high. Don't be afraid to step out and do something for you, even with your girlfriends.
Yep.
I texted John when I got there and said that we had just gotten to the hotel, and he was like, cool, don't talk to me again. Go have fun with your friend.
Right.
And that's exactly what I did.
Yep.
I didn't, and it felt good to like
Disconnect.
be in the moment with my friend that I haven't been able to really do something like that with in a long time.
Yep.
And
Well overdue.
you have to do that for yourself, and
Yep.
you have to do it unapologetically.
Yep. And that I think is the message of this podcast is, and it really was inspiring to watch them because they have created such success off of being them unapologetically and doing life unapologetically. And while we may never see that level of success, our red wine and chaos, we do it unapologetically.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do that. And maybe someday, we'll be
Fingers
doing
crossed.
a show of our own.
Man, that'd be so cool.
It'd be so cool. I can get down with that type of life now.
Yeah.
Showing my Spanx and slamming champagne.
Sign me
up. Where do I sign up? Considering I have to go catch a flight in a few hours. Where the fuck do I... And not to go have fun like that. And not to go have fun like that. But anyways,
you know, go do your thing, you guys. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. And do something for you here soon. Because, you know, the chaos can wait.
It can, because it's fucking inevitable.
But that's why there's wine or Topo Chico
or Fireball
or beer or whatever.
Strawberry hibiscus deliciousness.
Whatever you want it to be.
Athenia, something.
Athenias.
Yeah. Be unapologetically yourself, you guys. We love you.
I love that. Tune in next week. Follow, like, share,
subscribe.